Hello students, welcome to AIMS India online classes. This is a science session. Here we are discussing about structure of an atom. In these earlier sessions about this chapter we have seen what are different fundamental particles, how they are arranged inside the atom, and different models proposing the structure of atom, electronic configuration, valency. These all concepts we have seen in the earlier sessions. Now here in this session we are going to see a practice sheet which we say as Olympiad practice sheet related to this chapter. Okay, let us say first the level 1 questions related to this chapter. See the first one. Which pair of substances given below are isotopes? First of all, what is meant by isotopes? Yes, the atoms of an element which are having same atomic number but different mass numbers are called isotopes. See here, the atoms which are having same atomic number, carbon 6, carbon 6. These two are having same atomic number, they have different mass numbers. So these two are called isotopes. Carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, not isotopes. They are oxides of same element carbon, but not isotopes. Graphite and diamond. These are allotropes of carbon. Means the substances are the forms of an element which are having difference in their physical properties, but chemically they are same. Okay, those two are allotropes, and these are different compounds of carbon. So only these two are isotopes of carbon. Next, which valence shell electron arrangement is that of metallic element? See, here some electronic configurations are mentioned. Which configuration represents the metallic element they are asking here? We know the elements with 1 or 2 or 3 valence electrons will be metallic in nature. Observe once the configurations given, only this 2 comma 1 is representing metallic element because it has only one electron. Remaining elements with configuration or with 4 or more than 4 electrons in the valence shell will come under non-metals. So these three are non-metals, only this is metallic element. Next, an element X has two isotopes which may be represented as X238 and X235. These two represents mass numbers of those element isotopes. How does X238 differ from X235? So these two are the atoms of an element, actually isotopes. They have different mass numbers, atomic number will be same. How these two are differed? How they'll be differed? Generally, isotopes will be differed in the number of neutrons. Let us see the number of neutrons of X238. What is given here? Both will be differed because in the number of neutrons difference. So as number of neutrons are differed, their mass numbers are being different. See here, as these two are having same atomic numbers, only difference in number of neutrons. It has nucleon number 235 and it has the nucleon number 238. So the difference is because of the greater number of neutrons in this X238. How many? 3 neutrons. So X238 has 3 more neutrons, but electrons or protons are same as 235. This is correct. Only neutrons number is differed for isotopes. Next, what does an atom and an ion of the isotope of sodium 2 sodium 1123 both contain? What relation they have? Sodium atom and sodium ion. Both what do they have in common? Let us see sodium atom first. Sodium atom with atomic number 20, atomic number 11 and mass number 23. If you see here, number of protons which is equal to atomic number 11 and number of electrons also will be equal to number of protons and number of neutrons mass number minus atomic number, that is 23 minus 11, it gives 12. It has 12 neutrons. This is about a neutral sodium atom. If we see sodium ion, now what will be happen? Atomic number will be same, That means proton number will be same 11. Electrons number will be 10 because it lost one electron. And number of neutrons also will be same as that of neutral atom. Only they get a difference in number of electrons. Now what they're asking, what is being common for these two? Both have same number of proton, that is 11 protons. Is it mentioned? No. Both have same number of neutrons, that is 12 neutrons. Is it here? Yes. Both have same number of neutron, that is 12 neutrons. This is common for those two. This sodium atom and sodium ion. Okay. Next, what can be deducted from the symbol 2He4? So what can we deduct from this? An atom of helium contains 2 electrons. Of course, an atom of helium has 2 protons and 4 neutrons. No, not 4 neutrons, only 2 neutrons. From this you can say number of protons is 2 for this helium, and as it is mentioned here, neutral helium atom, number of electrons also will be equal to 2. And number of neutrons, how do we get? We know the formula. Mass number minus atomic number. 4 minus 2. It is 2. Now see once again options. An atom of helium containing 2 electrons. This is correct. An atom of helium has 2 protons. This is correct. But not 4 neutrons. Third option. So we can say it is wrong. The proton number of helium is 4. Is it correct? Proton number is 2, not 4. Helium acts as a diatomic molecule. No, it is a single atomic molecule. It is also wrong. Only correct answer is this. Okay, next one. Which of the following ions has same number of electrons as a krypton atom with atomic number 36? Okay, so rubidium ion will be having same number of electrons as of krypton, because rubidium atomic number is 37, so it will be just beside the element krypton. So when it rubidium loses one electron, its number of electrons also becomes 36. So it will be having same number of electrons as that of krypton, that is rubidium ion. Next, in elements phosphorus 31 and sulfur 32, which of the following are same? To know that, first let us try to find the number of fundamental particles in each. So if we take phosphorus, in phosphorus number of protons will be equal to its atomic number 15. Okay, number of electrons, which is also equal to atomic number 15. And what about neutrons? Mass number minus atomic number, that is 16. If we see for sulfur, proton number is 16. If protons are 16, electrons also will be equal to 16. And number of neutrons, mass number 32 minus atomic number 16. So here number of neutrons is 16. What is being same in these two atoms, phosphorus and sulfur? That is number of neutrons. Number of neutrons is same for both, for these two atoms. Next, what is valency? The combining capacity of an element is known as valency. That is the number of electrons either gained or lost or shared by an element to become stable is called its valency. That is called combining capacity of an element. Next, an element X forms an unipositive ion with electronic structure 2, 8, 8. What is the atomic number of X? So they have given the unipositive ion of X, the electronic configuration of unipositive ion of X, that is X plus. Its configuration is given as 2, 8, 8. Okay. Now, what will be the electronic configuration of X? That will be, it is unipositive ion, means it is formed by the loss of an electron. Without losing of electrons, how many electrons will be in this? 2, 8, 8, 1. Totally how many electrons are there? 19 electrons. So the atomic number of the element in the neutral state will be 19, because For neutral atoms, number of electrons is also equal to atomic number. So in the neutral state, X has 19 electrons. Hence its atomic number is 19. That is potassium. Next, the letters X, Y and Z represent different atoms. X40, Y39, Z40. So these are three elements. What can be deducted from the proton numbers and nucleon numbers of X, Y and Z? If you observe, these two are having same atomic number. Now we can say X and Y are of the atoms of same element. X and Y are the same elements. This is correct. And X and Z are isobars. Is it mentioned here? X and Z are same elements. No. X has more protons than Y. No. Both are having same number of protons because atomic number is same. Z has more neutrons than Y. Is correct? Z. If you observe the number of neutrons in this Z, mass number 40 minus atomic number 20. So we get it as 20. Number of neutrons in Z is 20. Even in Y also number of neutrons is 20 only because mass number 39 minus atomic number 19. So both are having same number of neutrons. This is also wrong. Only A is correct. Next, an atom has mass number 23 and atomic number 11. How many protons, electrons and neutrons are present in that atom? If you say its mass number is given 23 and atomic number is 11. If atomic number is 11, what can we say? First they are asking about protons. Proton number will be equal to atomic number 11. And number of electrons also will be equal to number of protons in the neutral atom. And if you see neutrons, mass number minus atomic number 23 minus 11, we get it as 12. So 11, 11, 12. Where it is? In this order they are asking. So it should be this. Next, what is the maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in the fourth energy level? For calculating maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in an orbit, we have formula 2n square. So here n represents number of the orbit. As they're asking for fourth energy level, if we substitute in the place of n4, we get it as 2 into 4 square, that is 2 into 16. Totally, we get it as 32. So fourth shell can accommodate 32 electrons. Next, a neutral atom of an element has a nucleus with a nuclear charge 13, 13 times the and mass 27 times as that of hydrogen nucleus. So when compared to hydrogen nucleus means it contains only one proton. So its charge is 1 unit. And here its charge is mentioned as 13 times to that of hydrogen nucleus. So number of protons will be 13. Okay, and mass is 27 times to that of hydrogen nucleus. So hydrogen nucleus mass is 1 unit because of proton. So it is being 27 times to that of hydrogen. Hence we can say its mass number as 27. Okay, mass number 27 means what do we get? Number of neutrons 27 minus 13, 14. Now what they're asking, what is the ratio of electrons to protons in its stable positively charged ion? Now what will be the electrons in this neutral atom? Number of electrons is equal to number of protons, that is 13. So if we write electronic configuration for this element 13 with atomic number 13, we get it as 2, 8, 3. What is a stable ion formed by this element with atomic electronic configuration 2, 8, 3? Suppose element symbol is X. It forms X plus 3 because it has 3 valence electrons in outermost shell. Now, in this, number of protons will be as it is 13 in the ion formed by this, and number of electrons becomes 10, isn't it? Because it lost 3 electrons to become stable. Now they're asking the ratio of electrons to that of protons. 10 is to 13. Okay. Next, what does Bohr's atomic theory explain? What it is explaining about? It is explaining about stationary orbits. The electrons are revolving around the nucleus in the fixed orbits, which are called stationary orbits, because until and unless electrons are revolving the same orbit, they neither gain energy nor lose energy. That's why these orbits are also called stationary orbits. It was explained in the Bohr's theory. Okay, next. Which of the following observations of alpha ray scattering experiment led to the discovery of small positively charged nucleus in the center? So, the center of the new atom as nucleus, it was discovered by the observation that only few alpha particles deflected away from their path by reaching the center part of the atom. So, by this observation, okay, by this, we assumed that there is certain massive part at the center of the atom which is having positive charge. Okay. Next, which of the following electronic configurations is incorrect? Observe once, beryllium atomic number is 4. So if you write electronic configuration 2, 2, it is correct. Oxygen atomic number is 8. So configuration 2, 6, it is also correct. And for sulfur, if you see configuration, atomic number is 16. But if you see configuration 2, 8, 6, but they mentioned here 2, 6, 8, which is wrong, because first shell should be filled with the 2 electrons. It is done. Second shell should be filled with maximum of 8 electrons. Then only electrons enters into third shell. But here, without completely filling second shell, electrons entered into third shell, which is a wrong configuration. And atomic number of phosphorus is 15 and its configuration is 2, 8, 5. It is correct. Only incorrect configuration is this. Okay. Next, which of the following electronic configurations represents a noble gas? Noble gas is having the configuration with 8 electrons in their outermost shell, and thus they are being more stable, and hence they are called noble gases. See the configuration with 8 electrons in the valence shell means last shell. This is that. Okay, next. Which of the following ions is the smallest in size? If we observe between these all ions, there is certain relation. See that what it will be, what might be that relation? All they're having same number of electrons. Magnesium plus 2 has 10 electrons, Na plus, O2 minus, F minus. These all are having same number of electrons. The species with the same number of electrons are called isoelectronic species. So, if you compare the size among isoelectronics, then the one with a greater charge will be having smaller size. You observe among these all, Mg plus 2 has greater size, greater charge, greater nuclear charge. Hence, it will be having smaller size. So, we can write the order of these sizes like this. Mg plus 2 has smaller size than Na plus. It has smaller size than F minus, and it is having smaller size than O2 minus. So it is a ion with the greater size, and it is the ion with the smaller size among these all. Now the smallest they are asking, this is correct. Okay. Next, an element has atomic number 17 and has mass number 37. There are 17 electrons outside the nucleus. Find the number of neutrons. So what is the formula to calculate number of neutrons? Mass number minus atomic number, simply, isn't it? Number of neutrons is equal to mass number minus atomic number. Atomic number they have given already as 17. Then what will be number of neutrons? 20. Next, what does the mass number of an atom represent? What does it represent? Mass number is numbered the total number of protons or neutrons present in the nucleus of an atom. That is also called nucleon number. So the number of protons and neutrons is represented by mass number of an element. Next, the atom of an element has 10 electrons, 10 protons and 12 neutrons. Find the mass number of the element. So how to calculate mass number of an element? We have formula mass number A is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. So number of protons plus number of neutrons gives its mass number. Here proton number is 10, number of neutrons is 12. So what will be the number of nuclear number or mass number? It is 22. Next, chlorine 35 and chlorine 37 are examples of X. So what is X here? We know these two are having same atomic number but different mass numbers. So the atoms of an element with the same atomic number but different mass numbers are called as isotopes. Okay, sorry, isotopes. X is representing isotopes. Next, which of the following statements is false? See the statements once. First one, neutrons has the highest mass among all the fundamental particles. Of course, it is correct. Actually, we say neutron and proton almost they're having a similar mass. But to say accurately, mass of neutron is slightly greater than that of proton. So I can say neutron is with the mass highest among all fundamental particles. Next, the mass of an electron is negligible. It is also correct because when compared to the mass of proton and neutron, the mass of electron is very small. It is almost 1840 times smaller than that of proton. So it is negligible, we can say. Now the value of E by M is highest for proton. The value of E by M, which is also called specific charge. Here E represents charge and M represents mass. So see, charge by mass ratio will be greater for the particle with a small size. We know among the three fundamental particles, electrons are having the very small size. So for those, the E by M ratio will be much more greater than the remaining two. So E by M ratio of proton is not the highest. It is highest for electron. So it is wrong statement. Now charge of neutron is 0. This is also correct. Only the false statement is this. Next, which of the following is true about the E by M value of positive particles? Positive particles nothing but anode rays. So E by M value depends upon the nature of the gas taken in the discharge tube. Where it is. So this varies for anode rays or positive particles from gas to gas. Depends upon the nature of the gas taken in the discharge tube. Next, element X contains 9 protons, 10 electrons and 11 neutrons. What is X? See here, number of protons is 10, number of electrons is 10. Sorry, number of protons is 9, number of electrons is 10. Means there is one extra electron on this atom. Means it gained one electron. By gaining of electrons, atoms will be converted into negative ions because proton number won't be changed for any element. Only electrons number will be changing. As it is having one electron greater, we can understand here as it gained one electron. By gaining of electrons, atoms form negative ions which are called anions. So X is an anion. Got it? Next, which of the following are present in an atom with atomic number 82 and mass number 208? See here, atomic number and mass number are given. Let us try to find number of protons for this atom. How can we say number of protons? Based upon the atomic number. Its atomic number is 82. And the number of electrons also will be equal to atomic number, that is 82. And what about number of neutrons? This is equal to mass number minus atomic number. Mass number is given as 208 minus atomic number is given as 82. Now the number of neutrons will be equal to the difference between these two, 126. Now let us see options given. It has 82 protons and 82 electrons. So 82 protons and 126 neutrons. This is also correct. And next 82 protons, 82 electrons and 126 neutrons. If we see the fourth one, 82 neutrons, it is wrong. Now, what is asking, which of the following are present in an atom with atomic number? So, if you see 82 protons and 82 electrons only they mentioned. They did not mention here about neutrons. It is not correct. 82 protons and 126 neutrons they have mentioned, but electrons are not mentioned. So, if you see the third one, the three are mentioned, it will be correct answer. So, the next one, which of the following gas, when taken in the discharge tube, produces maximum specific charge of positive rays? So, specific charge. Specific charge means it is a charge by mass ratio, E by M ratio. Okay, E by M ratio will be greater for hydrogen. Hydrogen gas will produce maximum specific charge of positive rays because it produces H plus ions. For the H plus ions only, the E by M ratio will be greater. Next, in an element, the number of protons, electrons, and neutrons are 1, 0, 1 respectively. Identify the element. So, number of protons is 1. So, that will be hydrogen. And number of electrons is 0 they have mentioned. Actually hydrogen will be having 1 electron, but it is mentioned here 0 electrons, means it lost its electron. Okay, it becomes now unipositive ion, that is H plus, and it has 1 neutron also, but actually normal hydrogen has no neutrons, but it is mentioned here 1 neutron also, then it will be deuterium. So the hydrogen with one neutron is called deuterium and it lost its electron, so it becomes D plus. Where it is, here it is. Okay. Next, what is the maximum number of electrons in the main shell of an atom? So the maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in a shell is given by the formula 2n square, which was given by Bohr and Bury together. It is 2n square, where n represents shell number. Next, an element has an atomic number 20. How many electrons will be present in K, L, M and N shells of its atom? So here the atomic number is given. Let us try to write its configuration so that we can understand how many electrons are there in each shell. So for 20, if we write configuration, what we get? 2 comma, next second shell, 8 electrons, and then actually, third shell can accommodate a maximum of 18 electrons according to formula 2n square. But if it is outermost shell, maximum there should be sorry 8 electrons only. So first it will be having 8 electrons. Remaining electrons will enter into fourth shell. This will be the electronic configuration of that element. It is the correct answer here. It is actually calcium. Okay, next. An atom and its ion differ in the number of. Generally, ions are formed by the either gaining or losing of electrons. So, an atom and its ion will be differed in the number of electrons. Okay, next. How many protons, neutrons, and electrons are contained in one atom of potassium 39? So, atomic number is mentioned as 19. So, protons should be 19. And it is neutral atom, electrons also should be 19. Next, number of neutrons, the difference between the mass number and atomic number, that is 20. Okay, so see where it is given, 19 protons, 19 electrons and 20 neutrons. Here it is. Okay, next, What do oxygen atom and oxide ion have in common? What will be the having common? Oxygen atom and oxide ion. Oxide ion is formed by gaining of two electrons. So both will be having two electrons difference. But number of protons and number of neutrons will be same. So they'll be having same number of electrons, same size won't be there because it is gaining two extra electrons, its size increases. Same number of electrons also incorrect because two electrons extra there. Same electronic configuration also incorrect because for oxygen there will be 8 electrons only, whereas oxygen will be having 2 extra electrons, that is total 10 electrons. So configuration varies. Only common will be number of protons. Both will be having same number of protons because they won't be changed even though it converts into ion. Next, the atomic numbers of three elements P, Q and R are 5, 9 and 13 respectively. Which two elements show similar chemical properties? See, the elements which are having same number of valence electrons will show generally same chemical properties. So let us try to write the configurations of these elements. Say for P element, what is the atomic number given? 5. So the configuration will be 2 comma 3. And if you see for Q, atomic number is given as 9. So its configuration will be 2 comma 7. Okay. Next, R, atomic number is given as 13. Its configuration will be 2 comma 8 comma 3. So which two elements are having same number of electrons in the outermost shell? Those two will show similar chemical properties. Those are P and R, where it is mentioned here. Okay, P and R having same chemical properties because they have same number of valence electrons. Next, identify the element having two electrons in K shell of its atom. Two electrons in K shell means in the first shell two electrons. We know hydrogen has only one electron. He, helium has two electrons, but He plus having only one electron. What about helium? It has two electrons. Deuterium also will be having only one electron. Only helium is having two electrons in the K shell. Next, the total number of electrons in a nitrogen atom and a chlorine atom are 7 and 17 respectively. Find the number of electrons in them. Or they have given the total number of electrons in a nitrogen atom and a chlorine atom are 7 and 17 respectively. Valence electrons they are asking to find. So let us write the configuration first so we can understand. Nitrogen configuration with the 7 atomic number, what do we get? 2 comma 5. How many valence electrons are there? 5. If we see chlorine, atomic number they are given as 17. So configuration will be 2 comma 8 comma 7. So number of valence electrons for nitrogen is 5 and for that of chlorine is 7. 5 comma 7. Where it is here. Okay. Next. What is the ratio of neutrons present in carbon and silicon atoms with respect to their atomic masses? Number of neutrons they are asking to find out. So their atomic masses are given. We know atomic number of carbon is 6. Atomic number of silicon is 14. Isn't it? Now if you see number of neutrons in carbon, neutrons in carbon will be mass number of carbon, it is given as 12 and atomic number 6. So it becomes 6. And for silicon, number of neutrons, how do we get? Mass number is given as 28 and atomic number is 14. So number of neutrons is 14. Now respectively if you take the ratio 6 is to 14, it becomes 3 is to 7. Okay. Next, identify the least reactive element from the following. How do we say least reactive element? The element with stable electronic configuration will be least reactive. See configuration for element with the atomic number 8, configuration will be 2, 6. And for this 2, 8. And for this 2, 8, 1. And for this 2, 7. So the element with the 8 electrons, the outermost shell will be more stable. We have studied already. So this is the element with more stability or less reactivity. Got it? Next. Now let us see the level 2 questions on this practice sheet. See the first one among those. An atom of an element contains 17 protons and 18 neutrons and 17 electrons. Which of the following will be the atomic structure of another isotope of this element? So, as atomic number is mentioned 17, it is element with chlorine. And the number of protons is 17, neutrons is 18. The sum of these two is 35. So it is chlorine 35. Chlorine element with atom mass number 35. So its another isotope is chlorine with mass number 37. See, to say isotope, there should be same number of protons and same number of electrons. Only neutron number should be different from this. So proton should be 17, electrons also should be 17. Where it is? Only here. Okay, this is correct answer. Next. A beam of alpha particles is fired at a piece of gold foil as shown below. It is actually from the Rutherford's alpha ray experiment, no? Now let us see. After striking the gold foil, in which direction do most of the alpha particles travel? Yes, from this gold foil experiment, Rutherford observed that most of the alpha particles passed directly through the gold foil without any deviation from their path. Means most of the alpha particles passed in this direction. That is in the direction of P, because most of the atom is empty. So in P direction most of the particles passed. Next. Identify the number of electrons present in the outermost shell of an element atoms of each of the following. Number of electrons in the outermost shell. See, helium atomic number is 2. So if it's a configuration is 2. Magnesium atomic number 12. And if you had configuration for this 2, 8, 2. And for sulfur atomic number is 16. If you write configuration, it becomes 2, 8, 6. Now 1 has 2 electrons, 2 has 2 valence electrons, and sulfur 3 has 6. 2, 2, 6. Where it is? Here. It is correct answer. Got it? Just you are asking about valence shell electrons. These are valence shell electrons for each. Okay. Next. How are the two atoms, first P235 and P238, are similar? In which property they are being similar? They have same number of protons. It is correct. They have same number of neutrons. It is wrong. Because of difference in the number of neutrons only they are getting different mass numbers. Next. They have same number of electrons. Of course, it is also correct. Only 1 and 3 are correct. Where it is? Here. Next. Two elements X and Y have same atomic mass but their atomic numbers are 20 and 21 respectively. Then what are X and Y? See what they have given? They have different atomic numbers but same mass numbers. Elements with the same mass number are called as isobars. They are called isobars. Okay. Next. The electronic configuration of an element is 2, 8, 3. The number of valence electrons in that atom is. The electrons present in the last shell of an atom are called valence electrons. So here for this, there are 3 electrons in the valence shell. So valence electrons number is 3. Okay, next. Chlorine 35 and chlorine 37 are examples of what relation these two have same atomic number but different mass numbers. Then what they are called isotopes. Okay, next. The diagram given below represents the atom of an element. Which symbol gives the above information? So to know that, first let us see the atomic number means number of protons. Number of protons is 4 it is. Okay. The element is the atomic number 4 is beryllium. And how many electrons are there? 4 electrons of course. And the number of neutrons is 5. So the number of nucleons or mass number will be 9. So 4b9 where it is correct representation of the atom. Okay. Next one. The number of electrons in an element with atomic number x and atomic mass y will be. They're asking to calculate number of electrons. So we may confuse immediately. We take the difference between the mass number and atomic number. That we should take when it is asked number of neutrons only. But here it is asked number of electrons. Number of electrons is directly equal to atomic number. So it is equal to x. Okay. That's about the Olympiad practice sheet based upon the chapter structure of atom. Okay. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel AIMS Today and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates on recorded videos. And even visit our website aimstoday.in for other information regarding online classes, quizzes, live worksheets, do it yourself activities, English classes, reasoning classes, and even for coding classes. Okay, thank you.